up, guys? Got another cool build to show off. We have one of our bronzed dials. You wouldn't really know it unless you get it in the light just perfect. So looks to be a green dial in a brushed case with a brushed tapered bezel, Kraken engraved crown. Whenever the focus will happen. A little bit of torching action there. You can kind of see how the laser hits that. We have an engraved and torched solid case back. It's got an automatic movement in there with a, I believe it has a gilded bead blasted rotor in there, but you can't see it. But there's an automatic movement in there. And then this is on one of my custom two-piece suede Kraken branded straps. This one has a light pink stitch to it because when you get it in the light, it goes from being green into your pinks and purples. So we've got a set of silver paddle hands on there with a silver Moldova seconds hand. So this watch typically just kind of looks a little beat up. Got some little pock marks on here. Looks like a little scratch here, little pock marks here, all throughout. But you can see those are actually holes from the acid etching, where it's not fully removed. So we've got little marks on there. They're more predominant when you don't have that color shift in there. Turned out pretty awesome. So that is the build. Bezel on this will turn left. Ugh, it'll turn right. Actually, it doesn't really turn much. I got it on there pretty tight. Doesn't matter because it doesn't have any markings on there. But bezels on these will turn both directions. Show you the lume on the dial itself. Should get at nighttime. There you go. Automatic mechanical, so you can wear it. You can put it in a watch winder, or you can wind it. But if it's dead or you're not going to be very active, make sure you wind it just a little bit so you don't lose time throughout the day. And how you do that is you back the crown off the threads until you hear it and feel it clicking. At that point, you can wind. And a wind is a turn that way. Turning it towards you doesn't do anything, but it's a lot easier to keep your finger spacing and just go back and forth. If you do this for 4 or 5 seconds before you put it on, even if you're not very active, you will keep time throughout the day. And if you do it for something closer to 20 seconds, you're going to max out that 31 plus hour power reserve on it. You cannot overwind it, don't worry about that. When you pull it to the one end only click, you can now set your time. You'll notice you do not have a hacking movement, so it's going to keep going. You'll also notice you've got a wobble crown that deflects lateral pressure from going into the stem and into the movement. So when you're pushing and prying on it, it is rolling with that. Okay, Google, what time is it?
It's 12:45 p.m.
12:45 p.m. Okay, perfect time all through the night, man. Set it over, push it in, get it out of that time setting, and wind it down, and that is your watch there. So this is going to Jared. This is his first build for me, going up all the way to Canada. And I got a couple extras I'm going to throw in there for him. Not going to put them on screen, but he might have another optional strap for the watch. Might get something to put some money in. Might have something he can write with. I don't know, just throw some extra stuff out there for him. So appreciate you a ton, man. Oh yeah, brush buckle on here to go with the case. And this is a 160 case. You don't see me do too many of these builds on this. This is a newer case. When I first started doing these, the 160 was not available, but it's essentially a mix of a 350 and an 090 case. 090 looks like that big barrel where it just, you know, kind of comes, doesn't have this indentation, comes all the way out. And a 350 case has the same side profile, but then tapers in for the lugs, whereas this is underside hookup. So basically, if you would etch this out, you'd have yourself a 350 case, which is what I normally do my builds on. So, thought it came out pretty awesome. It literally just kind of looks, well, yeah, right about there. It looks like just kind of a bronzed Kraken with green and markings on it. Looks like it's a little beat up till you get it in the light. So I thought that came out pretty awesome. That acrylic glass kind of helps with that. So as with every build, you get matching beads. And I was showing him before, the beads actually don't really match as it's sitting until you help them match. So, but you got some greens in there, but it really kicks off with these ones. So, as with every build, you want to get a matching box. Well, you don't get a matching box with every build, but as with every Kraken build, you're going to get a matching Kraken box. This is going to come with watch cleaner. This is good on all glass and metal parts, so everything here in the center, non-toxic, non-streaking, non-residue. You're going to get some leather conditioner. This is to keep this strap perfectly soft. Apply it on the front and back. If you ever feel that this strap is not as soft, let it soak in, remove any excess. A little bit will go a long way. And then lastly, some fine scratch remover. This is for the acrylic glass. You can scratch it, but if you do, no worries. Put a tiny bit of this on it, buff against it using your included microfiber, and you will buff it out. This is like Polywatch, but much cheaper. This is Novus 2 from Amazon. I just repackage it. So if you get a scratch up and down, put it on there, buff left and right, and you will buff it out in about 20 seconds. If you get a scratch in your brushed case, do single passes one way, don't go back and forth, with the green side of a Scotch-Brite, and you will brush it back in. You don't really see it. It's still there, but you'll brush it in. So that's how you take care of that watch. And thank you, Jarrett, for your support and reaching out to me. And if you, like Jarrett, would like me to build you something custom and unique, reach out and I'll see what I can do. And if you want to continue to see videos like this, like and subscribe, as I put them up all the time. Thanks for watching, guys.